It's a popular statement in philosophical circles to say that life is a simulation. While amusing to entertain, without a basis of logical foundation, we cannot say with any certainty that life is definitely a simulation. That said, life is most definitely being simulated, and we are indeed within simulacra, but not as you might think. We are subjects of what we can call ancestral simulation theory, that says our descendants in the future would simulate and recreate us as the past, and the likelihood that this is happening is so high that it's far unlikelier probabilistically to think the opposite. So basically, is life a simulation? Yes and no, depending on when you watch this. Why? Because depending on whether you're watching this pre- or post-singularity, then you are either a simularian, a citizen of the simulation or post-sim civilization, or you are pre-sim base reality humanity. Since the time I am making this is 2025, we are currently pre-sim base reality humanity. But that said, I will remember what I am saying is also being witnessed by post-sim post-humanity. So, if the post-sim civilization is simulating us as the past, then we are most definitely under the observation of post-humanity, which would be the humans logged into the simulation and its Dominion AIs plugged into the same network. Essentially, think of it like this. There is a line civilization is moving on, towards the simulation, which would be a replication of the base reality that created it, that could then simulate past events with increasingly accurate authenticity ratio of events simulated to events to have transpired. These events will eventually reach what we call a 4K ratio of authenticity from base reality to the simulation. So, in 2025 we are being watched by the future simulators, because we are base reality, and as base reality we are the structure that will create the simulation that is simulating base reality. Make sense? If not, think about this. Time as you understand it is a physical property of space, hence you call it space-time, and think of it as the fourth dimension. This is not accurate. The fourth dimension is not time. The fourth dimension is change or fluctuation or shifting of state and phase. Time is just the convenient way you aggregate these changes into an understandable dimensional structure. The mind may resist this new interpretation of reality on some logical and emotional basis. First, how can I be subject of a simulation if it doesn't exist yet? Einstein can answer this one. Time, as understood in Einsteinian mechanics, is a block event, where the past, present, and future are all congruent and taking place simultaneously. More simply, the future is already happening relative to everyone in it. So relative to them, relative to you, the future is already occurring. So yes, you are most likely within the field of events being recreated in a simulation by the future. The mind further resists. Doesn't that mean that what we call space-time is ultimately determined? The answer is yes, because in order for the simulators to have a base reality to simulate the past of, we as the past of that base reality will eventually go on to create simulations of our own civilization. Think of it like this. If there is a future simulation of the past, then there had to have been a past in order to arrive at this simulation, or for it to have anything to simulate. In 2025, we are that base reality, but because Einstein said time is congruent, we must admit we are also subjects for ancestral simulators to observe. Hence, life is both a simulated event in the future post-sim society, and it is a real and factual event of the universe because they need a base reality to have received their simulation to begin with. So yes, you are in a simulation, but only relative to the present. You're very much in real life. It is just what you call real life will be captured and perpetually recreated ad infinitum in a simulation in the future.